Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to the first video in my Disney Treasure Vacation series. So I have something to admit. I was horrible at vlogging the whole time. I did capture a lot of footage, so much so that I still am not done filtering through it all. However, when it came to speaking to the camera, I just didn't do it, at least not often. I was so busy enjoying my vacation that I just did not really think about vlogging, which I take as a good sign. As I mentioned, this was my second time on the Disney Treasure, and this time around, I really just wanted to do things that I did not get to do the last time. And I was so locked in on doing those things and honestly just relaxing that I just didn't voice over everything that I could have or that I initially wanted to. So during this series, you will hear me voicing over a lot of it, and that's just how we're gonna roll. So without further ado, let's jump into travel day, which wait until you hear this story. I fully intended on documenting travel day, but it was insane. My sister forgot to pack my little cousin's birth certificate. She thought she had put it in a suitcase, and then she thought that it might still be on her bed. And then the more she thought about it, she figured it might be in the trash. And she realized all of this as we were on our way to the airport. So we got dropped off at the airport. My brother-in-law went back home. And if you know anything about the Atlanta airport, it is far away from the metro Atlanta suburbs. But he drove back home. He was able to find it. It was indeed in the trash. So he did miss the flight that we were all on, but it was okay. We ended up getting him a later flight. He'll be here a little bit later this evening. But now we're good. We're at the hotel. We're actually staying at the Hyatt MCO, so right here at the airport, which was super convenient. We went downstairs to McCoy's, which is their restaurant here at the hotel. The food was really good. It was really expensive, but it was really good. And then we went and we walked some of the shops downstairs. We went to the Disney store, the Universal store. I got some tea from Starbucks just to kind of settle down. So I'm in the room for the night. I'm exhausted. My feet are exhausted. And we have an early day tomorrow. I think they're coming to pick up our luggage from our rooms around 8 o'clock. So we definitely have to be up early, get ready. I'm going to have to go find something to eat for breakfast early. I'll probably honestly just run down to Starbucks again or something. But that's fine. Just need something on my stomach before we make the, I think, hour-long trip to the port. And then we won't be able to eat until we get on the ship. So we'll see what I do, but so glad the travel day is over. So ready to get in the shower. Just waiting on my little cousin to get out, but I'm kind of just getting myself together for tomorrow. So thought I was going to have a whole travel day video and I'm not. I'm just going to tack this on to the beginning of day one. So all good. It was hectic. It was hectic. It was scary. All the what ifs were going through our mind. It was horrible. But I will check in tomorrow as we get ready to board the Disney Treasure. This is the view from our room at the Hyatt Orlando Airport. It's kind of noisy, but not too bad. It is a super convenient option for staying in Orlando the night before the cruise. Staying at the Hyatt MCO was absolutely wonderful. I don't think we'll ever not stay at a hotel and take Disney transportation because the whole process was absolutely flawless. So if you have not done that yet and you are planning on going on a Disney cruise, I highly recommend it. It was so nice to just get off the plane and essentially already be at the hotel. I mean, of course, we had to get off the plane, go to baggage claim, but once we were done at baggage claim, we were able to just take the elevator up to the hotel. It was a super easy check-in process, and it was nice to not really have to cart our luggage around. we were already there. The morning of Embarkation Day, it was such a smooth process. So the day before, you will actually get an email from Disney Cruise Line that will tell you what time to expect luggage pickup, because they do pick up the luggage from your room. And then they tell you where to meet and what time to meet based off of your Castaway Club status. So we as Silver status were able to meet in the ballroom, like they put you down in a ballroom at, I think it was 9:15. And then once you go down to the ballroom, you stand in line to do check-in. And the check-in is the same process that you would do at the port. So it's really nice because once we got to the port, all we had to do was go through security, and then we were able to walk on because our boarding group had already been called. We did have to hang around in the ballroom for a little bit just because they phase people out in groups, which I think is probably based on your Castaway Club status, but that was fine. We had a deck of Uno cards, so we played Uno and just kind of hung around, chatted it up. We also had grabbed coffee from one of the coffee shops in the airport, so we were totally content with waiting. And then once our group was called, we were lined up, and then we were taken down to our Disney Cruise Line bus. So the next set of footage is us actually going to get on the bus and then boarding the ship. The bus ride was 45 to 50 minutes long. They had TVs on there, so we were entertained the whole entire way. As I mentioned, once we got to the port, we just had to go through security, and then we're able to walk on the ship. This was the longest walk of my life because I was so excited to get on the ship. My family was taking forever, trailing behind me, as you can see, but it felt like it just was taking absolutely forever to get on. If you don't know, once you are getting to walk onto the ship, they do ask what your last name is, and they will say, Disney Cruise Line, please welcome the so-and-so family. So that's always really exciting. We just use my sister's last name because it makes more sense for the kids. In the balcony in the Grand Hall, there is usually a character up top to greet you. Last year we had Rapunzel. This year we had Minnie Mouse in her adventure gear, which was really exciting. And it was so funny because my nephew said in this clip, Minnie, how did you get up there? So that was really funny and cute, but always super exciting to enter the Grand Hall on the Disney Treasure because look at how beautiful it is. The interior on this ship is absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. The level of detail that was put into this ship is absolutely amazing. Hi, Minnie. She likes your ears. Our first order of business was getting barbecue, and then our second order of business was going to Jumbo Sweets because I had been waiting on that an entire year. This little sweets shop is just so cute. It is Zootopia themed and just absolutely adorable. And then our next order of business was going to our rooms because they were ready. All right, we made it on board the Disney Treasure. I am so excited. It feels like home, and I am so excited for this next week. I hit silver status this time, so we got a Castaway Club backpack, which is really nice and like a good little beach bag. You can catch me here all week. Once we got to our rooms, our luggage hadn't been there yet, so we kind of just like unloaded the stuff that we carried on, and then it was time for the mustard drill, which if you know, you know, it is painful. Ours this year was outside. Last year we were in the Walt Disney Theater, so it was a lot more comfortable because one, we had seats, and two, we had air conditioning. But outside we just had to stand up against the wall, so that was a little annoying, but safety first. And then once the mustard drill was done, it was time for the sail away party. So let's take a look. All right, we just got done with the sail away party, which was so fun. Aladdin spotted my ears and he notified Jasmine and they waved to me, and I just, my heart, it was just brought out the inner child in me. We just got our luggage. We've been waiting for it. I was so scared we weren't going to get it before dinner because we have 5:45 dinner, which is early than the last time we had 8:30 dinner on our cruise last year. So I need to freshen up, get ready for dinner, and we are kicking off our dining rotation at Coco. Coco is hands down my favorite restaurant on the ship. All of the decor in the hallway and then leading into the restaurant is absolutely beautiful. The ofrenda is my absolute favorite. The detail is absolutely stunning. So after dinner, we just went and explored the ship some more. I stopped and listened to some live music that you just saw. That duo was so good, especially the girl. There was another time on the ship, which I'm not sure if I caught, but she was singing How Far I'll Go, and it was just so beautiful. So beautiful. She did such a great job. She sounded wonderful. And then I did run back to my room because I wanted to catch the sunset, which, as you can see here, was gorgeous. So that is it for travel day and embarkation day. Sorry it was so short. Again, I just was living in the moment and was not too concerned with picking up my camera. There's just so much to see and so much to do, and we were steady in our Disney Cruise Line Navigator app looking at the schedule for the week so that we could plan out what we wanted to do, and we were just having a great time and enjoying each other. So stay tuned for the rest of my vacation. The next video will be out next week. If you liked this video, please give it a like and be sure to also subscribe so that you can be notified when the next video drops. As always, thank you for joining me. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you real soon.